Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take lit, amazing, aesthetically pleasing, bomb, fire Instagram pictures at home. For obvious reasons, I am shooting Instagram content at home. Everyone is shooting Instagram content at home, and I really wasn't happy about it at first because I rarely shoot at home. I mostly share fashion content on my Instagram, so a lot of full body outfit pictures, and I put so much effort like scouting different areas around my city to shoot. So yeah, I wasn't too happy, but I think I mastered it, and to be honest, I think my quarantine feed is pretty fire, like at least a 9 out of 10. So I thought I would share with you guys how I'm doing that. So I have a list on my phone of just like certain points I want to hit. So the first one is equipment. I mostly shoot with this camera, which is my Canon T3i, and I really like it because it has a flip out screen, so I'm able to see myself on the screen, especially when I'm shooting by myself. And then right now on it is a 50mm lens. I really like to use this one. I feel like it gives me that much more quality, but it is like a portrait close-up lens. So if you're shooting like full body, your camera person or your tripod needs to be very far. So yeah, if you're gonna use this, just keep that in mind. Shooting at home, sometimes it's just not possible because you can't get far enough. So I do go back to the kit lens, which works just fine. But yeah, so that's what most of my pictures are shot with on my Instagram. Otherwise, if I'm not using that camera, I just use my iPhone. I currently have the iPhone XS Max, and yeah, it does give really good quality pictures, especially when the lighting is like perfect. The pictures turn out really well, and I like using portrait mode on it. I've gotten some pretty good shots using portrait mode, and then the trick I have is to put it on portrait mode and then set it to studio light when the light isn't the best. I don't know, just try it out. Sometimes when you put it on studio mode, it turns out really good. Don't shoot with it too much. I do prefer to use my other camera for the quality, and also I invested a good amount of money in it, so I obviously prefer to go with that. If you're by yourself, especially, these next things are an absolute must. So the first thing is a tripod. I have this tripod for my phone. I mostly got this for TikTok, but I have been using it to take some pictures as well. This one is crap, to be honest. I wouldn't really recommend it. Okay, it's not that bad, but I would go for one that has like a 360 swivel head, because sometimes I want to angle it in a certain way and it just like doesn't want to go that way. And yeah, like just go with something that has like the 360 swivel head that goes everywhere. I thought this one had that, but it doesn't. And then also I would have loved for this to be a little taller. Sometimes I am finding that I'm putting this on top of like my coffee table, for example, to get some more height, so that's a little bit annoying. But regardless, it's doing the job, and I will link it down below. And if I can find just like a couple better options for you guys, I'll link those down below too. And then the other tripod I have is for the bigger camera, the Canon that I have. That one is super good. Honestly, I don't even know where it came from. My boyfriend does YouTube too, so there's tons of equipment in the house, but I will ask him and link it down below as well for you guys. It's really sturdy, it doesn't fall. We have another cheapy one that literally falls on me all the time, but yeah, that one's really good. So yeah, the second thing for sure is tripods. And then the third thing that you absolutely need if you are shooting at home by yourself are these remote controls. First one is like a Bluetooth iPhone one, and then the second one is a Canon one. So I use these a lot of the times when I'm shooting by myself, and this is really my first time using these remotes. I literally got them because of quarantine, so there's been a little learning curve. Like, they're super easy to use, but I just find that I never have enough time to like hide the remote when I'm posing. So yeah, you just have to be aware of that. For the Canon one, it takes a while for the camera to focus once you've clicked it, so you kind of just click and then you have some time to hide it and just like do your pose. With the iPhone one, it's pretty automatic. The second you click it, it takes a picture, so you kind of want to have your clicker hidden already. So I often do this and then I click it behind my ear and then I'm posing. But yeah, these ones are really good. I'll link them down below. I've had no issues with them. So yeah, definitely recommend a remote for your camera or phone to shoot at home. The next thing might seem really random, and it's not like proper equipment that you would think of, but I think a mirror is such an important thing to have if you're shooting at home. It's helped me so much. I've gotten such good shots using a mirror, and it just adds like just another element to your pictures, especially if you have really nice like antique kind of looking mirrors. Again, if you're shooting by yourself, it's so easy to just set up a mirror somewhere in your house and just click away. And also what's great is that most mirrors, unless they're crazy heavy and you don't have anyone else to help you, you can move them around your house and you can get different angles. I have this gold one that I got forever ago at a thrift store, but something just that small allowed me to take this picture, which I absolutely love. So yeah, definitely get your hands on a very nice mirror. So the fifth thing, I really shouldn't have put in equipment. It seems weird to call a person equipment, and you really don't need someone. I just showed you some tools that you can use to easily shoot by yourself, but it is very nice to have either an Instagram husband, boyfriend, your sister, your mother, whoever is just decent and can hold the camera and find the button to click. I think the thing that you really want to do when someone else is helping you shoot is just really give them a clear description of what you're looking for, because it's easy to like have in mind what the shot is going to look like for yourself, like you know what you want, but someone on the other side of the camera is just clicking away. So what I do when I'm shooting with someone is tell them what to watch out for. So for example, like if I was shooting today, I'd say, okay, my hair is big and curly today, and sometimes it just like looks crazy in pictures. So can you watch out for my hair that it doesn't look crazy? Or if my hair is doing something funny, like let me know. Or like I will literally go to where the person is standing and show them exactly how to hold the camera, what angle I'm looking for exactly. So just little things like that to guide the person that is helping you shoot. The next thing I want to talk about is lighting. So I actually don't use lighting when I'm shooting. I do have lights, I only use them when I'm filming really. I just try to stick to natural lighting. It just looks the best to me in pictures. And even if it's dark, even if it's a cloudy day, don't just rule out shooting. Like at least do a test shot and see what it's gonna look like, because often there's like a little bit of overcast and it doesn't ruin a shot. In fact, I've gotten amazing pictures when it's been like kind of cloudy and kind of dark, to the point that you would think like, okay, like today's shoot is not gonna happen. But yeah, so always take a test shot. That's what I like to do. The second thing about lighting is just trying to pay attention, knowing which rooms have the best lighting at what time. My house is pretty easy. The sun goes from here to here, so it's always lit this way. So I know that well, so I work with that. And then also I really like to shoot at golden hour, so I know exactly like where the light will be and like where the sun will set, and like create those really beautiful like golden hour shadows. Try to work with that and work with the sun's schedule. The next thing I want to talk about is location. So obviously we are confined to our own homes, and I'm not gonna lie, I found that really tough, especially that the house isn't completely done. We're slowly building up and like getting decor pieces and everything, so not everywhere in my house is fully decorated. A lot of it just looks empty, so it can be hard to find backgrounds. And I know some of you are like still living at home and like the house isn't decorated to maybe your aesthetic or like what you want on your Instagram, so I understand the challenge. I know it can be hard, but just try your best. Don't be afraid to move stuff around. You can always move it back. Move furniture. Like for this shot, for example, I brought the mirror that is upstairs in my office down to the living room, because obviously the mirror reflects everything that's behind you, so I wanted to have the living room behind because that's the area in the house that's most decorated and has like stuff in it. So I brought it down here and got this really good shot that I was super happy about. Even plants I've moved around, like you named it, I've moved it in the name of content creation. So yeah, don't be afraid to move things around, and also look for inspo online. Look for what other people are doing to give you ideas, like not necessarily copying, but like, you know, maybe you see a balcony shot and like, for example, like my balcony, we never go out there, but I've seen more people shoot on their balconies, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do something there. Maybe I can move the plants outside and like figure something out for myself. But also don't be afraid of just a plain wall. Sometimes your feed needs some negative space, and just shooting on a plain wall is exactly what your feed needs. So the next thing I want to talk about is posing, and I know that makes people nervous and cringe sometimes, and I get it. Like I've been there where I don't know what to do exactly with my body, but this is the time to like really practice your posing, especially if you're at home shooting by yourself. You can be as weird and random as you want, and no one's gonna be there to see it, and no one has to see those pictures if you don't like it. But what I do is I'm just weird. I do weird things. I think of shapes. Like I just try to make shapes with my body, and if it works out, amazing. I get an awesome shot and I can post it. If not, delete. Like no one has to know, it's fine. That's honestly my best tip, is just like be random, be weird. Try something that you're like, oh, that's not gonna look good. It might not look good, and that's fine. You delete it, you move on, or it turns out amazing. A more original, different, eye-catching pose to post on your feed. Hopefully throughout this video I've just been inserting little clips of me shooting around the house. I just want to walk you through a couple of them just to give you an inside look as to what I was thinking, like my thought process when I'm shooting, so maybe it can help you guys when you shoot. So this one I was shooting last last week, and I just really wanted to have like a very chill, relaxed feel to it. Like I'm chilling on the bed, just wearing like an oversized white shirt, and then my only prop was the pillow. And I just realized I didn't even talk about props, but use props, especially to help you with posing. If you have something to hold, if you have pockets to put your hands in, if you're holding a coffee or whatever, it makes posing that much easier because you have that item to lean on. But anyway, so for this shoot, it was my pillow. For this shot, I was doing it by myself, so I set up that tripod I showed you guys earlier, and in this case I was only using my phone to shoot. And of course I grabbed that remote I also showed you guys. So I got in position, and the thing I love about shooting with the iPhone is that you can very clearly see what the shot is gonna look like. You just have a very good view of it, so I really like that. So I'm able to really position the camera exactly where I want. So I was shooting away, and then I realized that I should face the other way, which I knew already. You obviously wanna have the light facing you, except sometimes backlit photos can turn out really good. So I just wanted to try that, especially that the sun was setting. I thought maybe I would get like a golden hour glow, but I was just in the wrong position for that. So I just switched it up and did it on the other side to see if I like the shots, rearrange, and try again. So I wasn't sure if I had a picture, but eventually I looked through all of them and I ended up posting this picture. Okay, for this quick second one, I'm so sorry. I totally could have placed the camera in a better way for you guys to see my posing better, especially that I was trying more different poses for this one. But anyways, this one again, I was shooting by myself, but this time I was using my Canon camera and the Canon remote with it. I really ended up liking the shoot. It was kind of random. It just came to mind and I ran with it, and I really like the pictures. So these are some of the edited shots. And this third one, I think I shot like a couple days ago. And for this one, I had the help of my Instagram boyfriend, which is very nice. It just goes so much faster when you have someone helping you. So for this shoot, I feel like I was kind of getting stuck and just running out of backgrounds, but I know I hadn't yet shot with this gold mirror, so that's why I picked this background. For this one, I was mostly focused on the top that was sent to me to feature on my Instagram. So I wasn't concerned with the bottoms showing too much, so that's why I picked the pose. So I started off with one angle. We took a couple shots, and then I checked the pictures as always. I wasn't too happy with them, and then I ended up asking Dustin to switch the angle. So I was just like placing him where I wanted him exactly. And yeah, I think we turned out with some pretty good shots. I don't know if they're gonna fit my feed, how I'm gonna incorporate them. I don't know. I haven't edited them, but we'll see how they work out. But yeah, I thought some of the shots were really good and it worked out. All right guys, those were my tips on how to get fire Instagram pictures at home during this lovely quarantine. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, like go more in depth about anything that I talked about, posing, inspo, location, camera, equipment, all of that, you can let me know in the comments. Keep watching more videos. You can click here and here. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!